So we have a hot topic here. So apparently in Allods here, they're releasing what's called the Patronage 5, and I think this is going to be kind of interesting because in most of these types of free-to-play games, I know a North American audience, they're very anti-pay-to-win, so to speak, where they really hate games where you have to buy items in order to stay competitive. So a quick summary of why people think it's a pay-to-win, so to speak, is just as we talked about before. This item, you can essentially increase your character's damage, which it says by 50%. So imagine someone who just wants to spend a lot of money. They buy this one item that makes them so ridiculously strong that they can pretty much defeat anybody in the game. Now, they say you don't necessarily need the item to enjoy the game to its full extent, but I think they're overlooking the fact that if you're playing player versus player content, it does play a big factor.
I think this is one of their last resources of earning money from this game, maybe, because this is one of the big earning money. Like, what is it? Like, I think we did the math. Worst case scenario, you're gonna have to spend 350 to get the permanent one.
Alright, so what we're gonna try here is Eartha actually has the ability to use the Patronage 5 here, so we're gonna try one of these. Maybe he's a server first. Let's see what kind of an impact this has on the gameplay mechanic.
Yeah, okay, so give me a second. I'm just gonna activate it right now.
Let's see if anything changes or not. Oh, there you go.
It took 100 from me, and yep, my patronage says it's 5.
Okay.
250 healing, 250 damage for 2 hours.
It's right behind you.
Running around, yeah, there's a lot. Like, you're looking at maybe the way I feel of it now, right? It's 25%. It just because probably it's not. I think any of them you noticed this, but what do you think?
I don't know if they notice or not, because you usually kill people pretty fast as it is.
Yeah.
Now some quick math just to show you how, for you guys that don't play this game, on how much money you would spend if you basically obtain this item, as the only way to obtain this item is to buy it from the cash shop. You basically buy these things called holy boxes that drop, as you can see here, these holy symbols, and you have a random chance to get 10 or 50 of them, so it's almost like gambling. You don't know how much you're gonna get, and essentially it costs 35 cents a box. So if we do the math, basically in worst case scenario you would be spending about $350 to obtain this item.
I don't know, it does disappoint me a lot that they're gonna like lose a lot of players because of this, but they obviously they don't care because what I think I said something, they want players who spend money, do content, and that's what the merge gonna happen. They're gonna cut the fat. That's what it is. They're gonna cut the fat. Who doesn't spend any money, get out of here. We're just gonna have these people who spend money grouping up together doing content. Or what do you think? I think that's how it is.
Possibly. Then again, I don't exactly, like, obviously I recognize if you're a business, you're here to make money, you're not a non-profit organization, so I mean that's fine if you want to make money that way. But if that is the case where you say, for example, you just want like the people who actually spend money but not the people that want to play for free, you're kind of underestimating how those people indirectly bring you revenue, whether it's word of mouth advertising from talking about the game in general. I mean, if you're alienating those people and just the people that spend, crazy ridiculous amount of money, those people are going to get bored even faster, in my opinion, without the audience to like support everything in general. So I think it's just, that's a bad business model if that is, what they were thinking. Like, I'm not on their executive board or anything, so I don't know what they do or what they say, but it's just kind of a weird mentality if that's how it is. Any last words or remark?
I just hope the GMs actually listen or understand how they cannot just bring something like this and think, oh, it's not a big deal. If it's not a big deal, why the hell are you bringing it in here? You know what I mean? Obviously, the players already done and over with it, like they don't care. There's been so much time wasted discussing about it, and you guys didn't listen before. Why are you all of a sudden
you know, bringing it up. Obviously you want some money or whatnot. I'm not gonna be the one saying it, but you know, that's what it is. So yeah.
Yeah, for me it's just gonna be interesting just to see how it pans out and everything like that. I guess I just hope for their common sense wise they're actually actively trying to get feedback from people who actively play the game to see how it really does impact, and not just be sitting in, like, you know, a boardroom for example and saying, well, I guess this will work. I mean, I remember before when we were playing the game, we actually had the, you know, the producer of the game talking to us, but we actually showed them like what was wrong with the game, like what types, what aspects were boring, and they actually made fixes like pretty quickly. And I think that's what they need to do here, instead of just, you know, basing what's on the paper, so to speak, and hoping it'll work.
Yep, I agree on that. More interactive with the player. Do the same thing the player does and see how you're gonna find, like, farming gold isn't something that anybody wanna do in their MMO life, to be honest. I would rather do other stuff than farm gold. So yeah.
Alright, I guess until then, again, we'll just have to wait and see what happens, and let's see what kind of response it's going to generate through this thing. I guess until then, see you guys later.
Yeah, see you guys.